Okay, so like, are Western businesses really ready if things go south with Russia and China?
Yeah, that's a good question.
This article we've got, be prepared for wartime scenario. Top NATO official warns Western businesses about China, Russia. Makes you think, like, how vulnerable are we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the end of this deep dive, I think we'll all have a much better idea of what a wartime scenario could look like, not just for businesses, but like for everyone.
We always hear about like military readiness and stuff, but this warning is different.
Yeah.
It's from this Dutch Admiral Rob Bauer.
Okay.
He's the chair of NATO's military committee. And he's talking directly TO businesses. Like, what they decide today has a massive impact on security tomorrow. Bauer's point is that, like, we rely so much on Russia for energy, right? And China for huge parts of our supply chain. And that could be a weakness.
Oh, wow.
He actually says, we are naive if we think China will never use that power.
Whoa.
The commercial decisions they make have strategic consequences for the security of their nation.
Every business deal with these countries is risky.
He uses this example, right? Gazprom.
The Russian energy giant.
Exactly. All those deals they made, not just about business. Putin was using them to get leverage. And he thinks similar things could be happening with China.
So what does this actually look like in real life?
Think about rare earth minerals.
Okay.
China controls almost all the processing, up to 90%.
Wow.
And they're in every smartphones, electric car batteries, even weapon systems.
Oh, if they cut us off, we're screwed.
Possibly. No touchscreens, no rechargeable batteries.
Yikes.
It gets worse. Think about medicines.
Oh, no.
Antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, even blood pressure meds.
That's scary. So what does he mean? Wartime scenario.
Not necessarily. He's saying modern conflicts. They're about disrupting supply chains, causing economic chaos. That's the weapon. This wartime scenario, maybe no soldiers, but it'll still hit us hard.
So businesses need to be ready for if those imports just stop.
Yeah. Bauer says economies win wars. Businesses need backup plans. Could they find new suppliers? Totally change how they make things. It's like hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And for us listening, same thing. What companies do you rely on? What happens if their supply chains break down? These are things we don't think about much,
True.
but they could really affect us.
We're not on the front lines, but we're all connected.
Yeah.
And speaking of seeing the bigger picture, that's what the Standing in the Gaps podcast is all about. They do amazing work explaining these complex situations, and they've got this GoFundMe campaign going right now.
Yeah.
If you like podcasts that make you think, definitely check them out.
Yeah. It's definitely more important than ever to understand all this stuff.
So think about it next time you buy something. Is the company prepared for this kind of world?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's our deep dive for today.
See you next time.
Later.